to abai yen MPP4 ya ye enwuma ye yen pentokwa ye di ye lemu nanso so nipa bi na yo mo adwen so peso mo wuro e kaba fa ati mo ye niema bebre ye de adwen san ka ya to aba awie but to the extent that on person aba ya to a ye di nkuni person mo chinchim yen sa na mo gifri yen sa de ebusu anya de ya ba. Now, so if you want to reference public election regulation, representatives of people's law and all that, we are within the four walls of the relevant laws that regulate elections in this country. We urge, and we have written officially to the returning officer here. He knows we have won. The NDC knows we have won. Now, the begging question is, if you claim we have won the parliamentary seat, why would you then go ahead and destroy the pink sheet? Because the pink sheet will be the evidence that indeed we have won. The pink sheet would constitute the evidence that indeed you have won the elections. Why will the NDC, for God's sake, go ahead and destroy the pink sheet? And now your guess is as right as mine. Because they know we have won. And therefore they thought that they were destroying evidence. Not knowing we also have carbon copies of the pink sheet. And this is the proof. And this is the proof. So, ladies and gentlemen, you can take a good look at my vehicle, my official vehicle. That's a parliamentary vehicle they gave me. You can look at it. The windscreen has been destroyed. Part of the car has been dented. In fact, at a point, they were throwing missiles at even the police and the military. You can check from the military. Now, they have threatened that they are coming to burn my house with some boys on motorbikes. That is why the police command has sent some police officials to be here. I'm a very simple, law-abiding, and patriotic person. Normally, I don't need police to be in my house. I normally don't need the police to be in my house. But if you see a number of policemen around, a number of security men around, it's because of the intel we have picked. And in fact, they have gone ahead to threaten that they are going to come here and assault us. That is why they are here to protect me. We expect the EC to do the needful. We expect the EC to do the needful and to respect the law. Our pink sheets are ready, and we have displayed samples here. If the EC lacks pink sheet, they can come and take some of this and use it. We know the FDC don't have pink sheets, and as they always do, they are not able to collect results. Yes. What they do best is to show violence. We have evidence of pink sheets, and we urge the returning officer. We also have the soft copies. We urge the returning officer, the EC boss, to do the needful. Now, I was really shocked, but maybe I should say I was not surprised. Sabi JV comes out and said that he won in Sama Dreji. It's one of his lies. So, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for coming. At this point, I'll pause and take your questions. But get it. No question, sir. No question, sir. So also where we need parliamentary seat. Adenti na oko frefre nkrofo say oh paper yi asabi o pink sheet brofo e kan pink sheet. Aden no montete paper no. Na EC the computer abefu computer oye ho ade yi na ya dani table abutu. Access ni nyina. In fact, chese akodu baabi a EC pani na nkasa na adwuma na oye ne kura no. Nkontimba ne sekan na gina ne kon ho. Nti adwuma no ko no tibinye. Saa de we ye hu bi wo ye mpeswa so da. Na time cry. Now, yeah, adwuma. Pink sheet in your quality resource ni nyina. You winning simply, you winning empty sheet. And some of the seat in your winning. So okay, also we know we need by saying to prove to you some empire quality. We won it by 210 plus vote difference. That's what we won. Now, Sebio said ye nyina ni mu no. Yame ncha de Otrofo se madanse di ni wa brochire. Yen ka sa fe ne kofa pink sheet na ba. Ye pink sheet ni pe kinkran no anagu ha yi. Ya tro EC penny na ka che ne say pink sheet no ma say ni nyina no we carbon copy of what they originally generated. Die bibia wa ha. Ekro nie plaster nie. Ena be di kan ka che no, o de baako ka baako ho emienu. Yes. Iti pink sheet no, o de ye de baako aka baako ho na emienu. Enti bi ko ye miensa da. Enti yesre de empentokwa. Yes. Se saa de we omo hwe na mbra kwan so na omo fa beto ho na omo pronounce ampa MPP4 and a winning seat no. Tietia. Incidents that occur in the wee hours of the day. After polls, as you all do know, as the law says, 5 p.m., close of polls, votes were counted at various polling stations, and then they were ferried duly to the collation center. So we have been patient. It's not something we've not done before. And so we know the rudiments. So we comported ourselves. Our party representatives were there to duly represent us. Then from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m., I'm told the EC had collated a number of polling stations. And mind you, we also had our own collation centers. It is the case that various polling stations, when the results are recorded, they take a snapshot of it and ferry it straight to our collation center before the hard copy is forwarded. So by and large, we got the figures before the EC got their figures. So we were collating, but of course, as the CI says, it's this EC that has the powers to declare results. But it's important as a responsible political party to also have some data before us. We were rudely shocked when from between 9 and 10 p.m., our colleagues in the minority, then the NDC, started massing people to St. Martin's with buses. People were brandishing knives, clutches, missiles, all sorts of things. They took hostage of the entire St. Martin's school, assembly hall, and even the premises of it. You can find out. Gates were vandalized, school properties were vandalized. They started throwing missiles to the point that the EC officer, the returning officer, was stopped from continuing the collation. Not only that, as if that was not enough, they also started tearing apart, destroying the pink sheets as forwarded by the presiding officer from various polling stations to the collation centers. Now, tables were torn apart. BDV implement were just taken from them, destroyed. Laptops were destroyed. So it got to the point that the EC officer could not continue the collation. And so he had to call for reinforcement. The police came, the military came. They had to bring military from Kibi. That's the extent of which they have gone. We know that the coalition centers, it only is supposed to have only representatives of the political parties. It was as if there was a rally. It took over the hall, singing war songs, throwing missiles. Now, it got to a point I needed to show leadership. So I left home, I think around midnight, and proceeded to the place. Guess what? When they saw me, they all massed up to attack me. You can have a look at my car. It was well vandalized. And so this is what happened, and we felt this was out of place. We were not out there in a war exchange. It was a civil and patriotic responsibility of going to just cast your vote and not to go and exchange, violence. Now, as you do know, I told you, we have pink sheets here. We ourselves have also collated results. Our results show clear that we have won the parliamentary seat. We've won it. Now, the evidence is not far-fetched. I will challenge you to take we have copies of the pink sheet here. You will read a trend. In fact, polling stations that they've been winning by a very yawning gap. You could see we have closed the gap. Let me give you a typical example. Photo, there's a polling station in Photobi. They got 337 and I got 331. This has never happened in the history of this consistency. That's never happened. Go to Bank Road, some parts of Bank Road, in some secondary. These are places they've been winning. We close gap on all these places. So we could, with of course, with a lot of hard work and support from our party people. So if you want to win in Sawama Dreji, you need to justify your inclusion and show leadership. It cannot be the case that by all means we have to win in Sawama Dreji, whether hook or crook.